Right, I suppose we should hand over this cheese. Ugh. I gather you solved Brayfox's little problem. Yes, the pungent odour of this hard yellow cheese veined with blue-green mould is most comparable to the warm, damp boot of a zombie after stepping in ripe chocobo dung. Goblins claim it as a delicacy, but then again they have their masks to filter out the aroma. Well, there you go. Gladly take it off my hands. By the gods, that unholy stench. This is... oh, definitely goblin cheese. Judging from the smell, this should be quite flavourful. How is it made? Ah, it's best you remain ignorant of such things. I still remember when I learned what kind of milk they use. Probably for the best, I guess. Right, now what mundane crap do you want me to do? Miss Kate would like to congratulate you on a job well done. Oh, really? Bravo, Zest. Thanks to you, our guests will be honoured with a marvellous banquet. But what good is an exotic feast without an equally exquisite aperitif? Luckily, I know just the person to ask. Make your way to Wineport and seek out Shamani Lamani, another former member of the company. All you have to do is give him this order slip and he'll take care of the rest. Oh, if you're wondering if this is merely a ploy to test your patience, I assure you I do actually need that wine. And while you're there, give Shamani Lamani my regards. I'm glad you need it. But I guess I have to go get it, and yay. Ugh. Testing my patience is exactly what they're doing. Now let's meet another member of this wonderful company of heroes. Hello there. One sec. Sweat, grime and blood. Aye, you reek of blood. An adventurer, unless I'm mistaken. What brings you to Wineport? This letter. An order made out to Wineport Vintner? Shamani Lamani. An order. Let me guess. A request for the finest vintage I can muster. The paper smells of loam and perfume. Costa del Sol. And there is also the unmistakable odour of goblin cheese. Yes, Master Gigaruju will settle for will not settle for anything less than the best. Drywets and his crew must be quite busy preparing an exotic feast, hence his decision to rely on an adventurer. Ah, but perhaps you are confused. This display of deduction was not intended to impress you. When one loses his vision, he is forced to compensate in other ways. But you have no interest in my affairs. You only wish to discuss the wine, I suspect. I suppose so. Shamani Lamani would like to discuss wine with you. Life can be so delightfully unpredictable. I always had a passion for wine, but it wasn't until I was forced to retire that I could pursue it more as a mere hobby. It wouldn't have been possible if not for the savings I amassed during my time as a mercenary. Of course, say what you will about the nature of that work, none can deny it pays well. Not well enough sometimes. But you grow impatient, and Wise Kid must have his wine. Herein lies the problem. Nothing in my possession is of sufficient quality for this occasion. The best vintages in town are hoarded by Bergeland, who owns and operates the largest winery in Vilbrand. Somehow I doubt he will be receptive to your request, but given these circumstances, we must needs beg his assistance. Great. Probably could have just gone straight to that point, but you do like to drag these things out, these Company of Heroes members. Hello sir, wine please. What rank amateur bottled this wine? The impurities have rendered it nigh undrinkable. Dismissal is too good for the man responsible. He should be made to drink every drop of his polluted swill. What is it? I'm in the middle of an important discussion. I do not care for interruptions. That neophyte Vintner bid you speak with me? Ha! Neither you nor your friend has the palate to appreciate the subtle qualities of my private stock. I would sooner serve you Gobu urine than sell you my worst vintage. Be gone from my sight. Yeah, you're right. He wasn't very receptive. I take it he said no? Really? In those words? Well, I cannot say I'm surprised. While there's no denying his passion and skill, the wine baron of Limsalaminta is not a man known for his tact. Oh well, we shall have to take an alternative approach. Okay. How much busy work are you going to make me have to do for some bloody wine? Rani Lamani has another bright idea. There is a chance, however small, that another resident of Wineport can furnish us with suitable wine. In fact, had you come several years ago, I guarantee this would not be a problem. Well, that doesn't really help me now. Alas, the quality of our product has declined significantly in recent years. The only breeds cultivated these days are common lowland vines, which isn't to say their grapes are of poor quality, only that we have known better. Long ago, Vignerons of Wineport crossbred several species and produced a grape-bearing vine of never-before-seen quality. Bacchus grapes were once the pride of this town, and they were used to produce vintages which surpassed all others. This includes the most aromatic, the most complex, the most flavourable of all wines. Aye, the legendary Bacchus wines were born right here in Wineport. Pardon my enthusiasm. You see, I once had the privilege to sample that particular wine. It was an otherworldly experience. In that moment, I felt as though I had tasted the nectar of the gods themselves. I transcended my mortal flesh and was one with all creation. But as it is too often said, the calamity changed that. The Bacchus wine vineyards were completely destroyed, along with much of the existing stock of Bacchus wine. What little remains is closely guarded by its owners, for it no longer can be made. If we cannot convince Bergant to part with his wines, our next best option, as ridiculous as it sounds, is to find someone who has a bottle of Bacchus wine and to offer them every gill we can spare. I've heard rumours that one of the Vignerons tending to the vineyards might have once owned a bottle. Perhaps you could start by speaking with them. So excited to go search down this possibly non-existent wine. I'm also really not a fan of wine, though this is double the annoyance. Okay, not in here. Next building over. Someone up there, I guess. Is there a quick way up there? Of course there isn't. Right. Let's speed this up a little, shall we? What? Do I have Bacchus wine? I wished. I never had the chance to try it myself. Sorry, friend, but you're a few years too late. I mean, if he had the wine, I don't know why he'd still be working here picking grapes. It would have been better to just sell it, presumably. Bacchus wine? Bad, don't remind me. Used to have a cellar filled with this stuff. Thought I could keep the wine safe from thieves and elements. Never counted on a bloody primal shut blowing up my goddamn house. Well. Yeah. That was uninformative. No luck, huh? Most regrettable, but we had to try. But Bacchus wine would have been perfect for the occasion. I must confess my certitude could be due in part to my personal history of the beverage. It is, after all, the very reason I decided to become a vintner. After Titan blinded me in our battle beneath Ogormo, I fell into a deep depression. It wasn't until I tasted Bacchus wine for the first time that I realised there was still so much I could experience, even in my condition. It helped me find a new direction in life. It breaks my heart to think that wondrous ambrosia which once filled me with hope may be forever lost to us. Yeah, it's a shame, I suppose. Giovanni Lamani appears to be in deep thought. I must say, this talk of Bacchus wine has made me rather nostalgic. Indeed, there's much I miss about my life with the company of heroes. After everything the captain has done for me, I could not bear to disappoint him. Now I have no fear, I swear I shall find suitable wine for the banquet, though I may need some time to think of a solution. In the meantime, as a favour I would ask of you. 2 years ago, in the deepest depths of my despair, I stumbled across Reborn as a vagabond drunk. I suspect I was looking for a place to die because I very nearly found one not far from here. It was there that a man named Dress took me in and nursed me back to health. And it was he who gave me my first taste of Bacchus wine, which helped me find my new calling. Though I am still a novice in the arts of winemaking, I would like him to know that I am pursuing my dream. His wine is my own creation, which I would be most grateful if you delivered to him in my stead. Dress sometimes works at the Raincatcher Gully dock, so perhaps Ritzgardat can tell you where to find him. Perhaps he can. Or perhaps I'll keep wandering around this area for ages until someone gives me a damn bottle of wine. I couldn't care less what quality it was, just any bottle of wine. This whole thing is so bloody ridiculous. Dressed? Oh, you mean the hermit? I toss him a few gil when we need an extra pair of hands. He doesn't talk about himself, and I sure as hells don't ask. When a man's got a face with scars like that, you best leave well enough alone, I say. If you've a mind to find him, though, then head southwest to the Severed String. Sure. Severed String, this way. There's a lot of irritation here. Let's make it mildly less irritating. There's some large toads. God, where are we? This looks like the place. Up here, I hope. Ah, you, sir. Hello. What do you want? Lamani Rosso. Shimoni Lamani's first attempt at winemaking. At least the name sounds legitimate. But why? I didn't ask for this. Who sent you? Just is suffering from extreme duress. Can't sleep. They won't let me sleep. The midges, the buzzing, it keeps me awake. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I won't fight. I don't want to fight. Please make the buzzing stop. Make the midges go away. I can do that. No, let's not mess around here. Get this guy's midges cleared out for him, shall we? Poor guy's clearly having problems. So if I can help out. Then I shall. What is this? Large piece of Magitech, I guess. Please, sir. And last one. That should be a nice clear out for him. Let's get back to it. I know I said that was probably enough, but just make sure. Okay, I've taken care of your midge problem. It's not so loud anymore. Did you do that? Thank you. You helped me, even after what my comrades and I did to your country. Are you Garlean, sir? We were on a reconnaissance mission when the Maelstrom caught us by surprise. We tried to escape, but the others... no one else survived. I didn't ask for this, damn it. I'm not even Garlean. They conquered my lands just like they tried to conquer yours. I don't want to die in some blasted jungle halfway around the world. I just want to go home. Where is home? I wonder. Just appears to be in greater control of his faculties. I wish to thank Shimani for the wine. That was overly kind. Would you be willing to bear a gift back to him? Earlier today at Red Mantis Falls, I collected the sap from nearby palm trees. If placed in coconut shells and stored for a few bells' time, it makes for a fine wine, see? It should be ready by now. I left 3 shells out there. Please take them to Shimani for me. I'm glad he's moved on with his life. I hope to one day do the same. Somehow, someday, I'll find my way back to you. Well, I'll definitely try and help him out. Oh yeah, big toads can go away, frankly. Okay, palm wine. Hopefully this will lead us to an actual decent wine that we can maybe serve. Hey, even if it isn't a decent wine, it's a wine. Let's teleport back here. Just need to get this task done. It's absolutely ridiculous, frankly. It's been some time, Zest. What news do you have of Drest? Well, you see, sap of a palm tree fermented inside a island coconut shell. Far more potent than wine made from grapes. Palm wine, if brewed for too long, can cause loss of eyesight or even death. Yes, I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilises the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We aren't so different, Drest and I, 2 men who have long struggled not to let our scars define us. I'm worried he's been alone with his thoughts for far too long. Yeah, I kind of got that impression. Aye, and it's past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Zest. Shmani is brimming with glee, and he wishes to share the reason why with you. By the gods, Zest, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business. Yes, I am. But I just discovered something extraordinary about Drest's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf. A leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odour. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain. These are the leaves of the Bacchus grapevine. You know what this means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dress found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. I mean, I'm not going to expect much out of him, but sure, I guess I can try. If only I'd known this information when I was already out there. It saves me having to run all the way back again. Oh well. It is what it is at this point, I suppose. Well, at least this place is fairly pretty at night. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Do 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 do. Hello again, my friend. Oh, hello again. What is it? A broad green leaf from a thought to be extinct Bacchus grapevine. We were wondering if you could find this stuff again. It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. I didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gobu tracks though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one such beast? If you go looking for it, please be careful. Some gobus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. But thanks for the information. Okay, how far down? Okay, back to that. Juggernaut, you said it was called. Magitech. I guess this has been here for the last 5 years. Right. Let us look for this leaf, shall we? No. Okay, it looks like this gobu might have had it on him. At least that's what I'm hoping. Oh. Okay, let us port back to Wineport. Yeah, not my best material. I mean, as great as this is for this guy to get his wine branch back, I don't see how this helps me get an actual made bottle of wine. Can't wait here for the whole fermentation process. What did Drest have to say, Zest? Tell me everything. Well, you see, kind of went like... Cutting from a Bacchus grapevine, a variety of sweet wine grape thought to be long extinct. Sure will be happy. Aha, I was right. This smell, this texture I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner would... what you say about me? I was my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? It was on the back of a gobu. Well, what? You would offer this to me, but why? There is none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you, Master Bjorglent. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across the Eorzea will once again be clamouring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't... Wait, the shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, this couldn't possibly be a 1547 Bacchus, but that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. It was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realise it was never meant for me. It should be savoured by the saviours of Wineport, I say. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master Gigaruju will find no finer wine. You have forever changed Wineport, Zest. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. But do not permit me to delay you any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Wiseclet. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I'm a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. Okay, I mean, if you're sure, I will not complain. However, though, I'm glad, however inadvertently, I'm able to help the place out. A pleasant bonus from all this busy work, I suppose. Anyway, let's get this wine back. Let's check in with Y'shtola first. Greetings, Zest. I thought it fitting that I seek you out and offer my gratitude for what you've accomplished. Okay, well, let's hope this will actually be the last of it. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me, so what of the wine I asked you to bring? Bacchus wine, a vintage wine from the year 1547 of the 6th astral era. Is that 7 hells of 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you. But congratulations, Zest. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costel Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. I'm not really bothered about that, I just want the information, please. Speaking of which, your associate arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin. Doubt it will make her less impatient, but... No, Y'shtola, looks like we're almost done here. Y'shtola is concerned for your well-being. You have the look of a man who has been to the 7th hell and back. Yeah. Kind of. But a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for the banquet held in his own honour. And in this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all. It beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I would have accepted my lot with less grace. Well, it's done now, it's fine. Lady Y'shtola, Sir Flowsaber. 1,000 pardons for this extreme discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, sir. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. It's fine. Come now, he must have sensed something was amiss. Yeah, great. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length from Bratford for a banquet, did you? I mean, what is it? Did I make the ingredients for a potion that beats Titan instantly? I don't... Spare him your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike me, Zess has no knowledge of your traditions. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten him. Yeah, that would be handy. Aye, fair's fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. We 5 were chosen by our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who would follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be godslayers by his own criteria. Even one found him wanting, he would be rejected without a second thought. Great. But if he proved himself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support his cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. Send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Zess with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? He's a brave one, that much is certain. He willingly walked into the midst of danger despite my repeated warnings that it could cost him his life. His skill is undeniable. He stalked his prey as relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when the opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Zest, however, is a kind and generous soul. I'm certain he has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at his side. Wily Uplander is talentful plainsmaker, tricksy foe from mighty Rockman. I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the Company of Heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Crags, Zest Flowsaber, and write a new chapter in the history of Eorzea. Yes, I'm glad I have your approval, I suppose. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend. Zest Flowsaber, Titan's Bane. Zest Flowsaber, Titan's Bane! Guys, I haven't killed him yet. Surely you should consider me Titan's Bane after I killed a Primal. I'm not mad here, right? You Stola? Seriously? Please conduct yourself with dignity while visiting Costa del Sol. It has been too long since I last set foot outside Forgotten Springs, passing the time of old friends and old wine. Aye, today is a good day indeed. Sure. Seeing everyone again like this brings back such fond memories. I wonder if any of them would be interested in reforming the company. Yeah, probably not. Tasty fresh treats are plentiful in belly of brave lux. It feels wonderful to be with the others again. I wish this day would never end. Great. Okay. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. Ugh. Fine, let me eat some of this, I guess. Better be good, considering how much work I put into it. I'm not sure about this cheese, though. Do I have to? Fine. I may skip the wine, however, thanks. Facing the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. And in the next moment, it was all gone. When you face the Lord of Crags, think not of Limsa Yorzi or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Except... no, I probably have to fight him alone. But that's fun. Goodly upland, I must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyfluck cannot be coming to rescue this time. Yes, I remember your rescue from the last time. Oh, Zest, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him Landronel sends his regards. I promise absolutely no such thing. You are a veteran of countless battles, Zest. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the Earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. Oh. Thanks for the approval. Okay, Stella, I think we might be ready. Hopefully. You are kind to indulge him, Zest. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny they mean well, but now is scarcely a time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan has yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We must speak with him again. Yes. Visket truly intends to tell you how you may face Titan this time. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we will show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosia. There you will meet with Rio, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that his knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you've given the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at 3 locations I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realise this may seem excessive now, but you will see that it is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risks inherent in our method. Let's hope this company of heroes member doesn't send me on endless bloody busywork quests to judge my worth, because he wasn't here. So, regardless, while I am here, I have another extra piece of work to do, and I may as well get that done, as I am here to be a bit more efficient. Curious Gorge. I see you again. Curious Gorge is struggling to decipher the ancient texts. Welcome back, my friend. I can see you have not neglected your training. For my part, I feel that deciphering the ancient chronicles of my people is proving to be a much more demanding task than I had imagined. Mind you, it doesn't help that I've been somewhat preoccupied of late. A comrade of mine from my days in the company of heroes asked me to do a favour. It's taken me back and forth across the realm like some bloody ferry. Yeah, I know the feeling. I really do. I'm on a hunt for some mysterious feral beast that's been terrorising small folk. People don't know where this monstrosity came from, but witnesses say its thirst for blood's unlike anything they've ever seen. Unfortunately, the time I've spent in pursuit of the beast is time I have not spent studying the chronicles, and I am sorry to say I've made little progress. However, while on the road I was able to decipher one passage that may be of interest to both of us. From what I can gather, the chronicles tell of an ancient set of armour forged by my ancestors in the flame of the Seven Hells, and inscribed with some same arcane incantations that adorn the soul of the warrior. It would seem this mighty armour was passed down from hero to apprentice for centuries, until one man, driven by rage and vainglory, passed all 5 pieces from Alafia's highest peak. Since that day, the armour has remained lost, and with it, the power that it harbours. As far as I can make out, the next passage in the chronicle concerns the whereabouts of these missing artefacts, though I have only been able to make sense of the odd word thus far. Still, I must confess to some excitement. Imagine what a warrior clad in such garb could achieve. If only my brother were here, we could decipher the text together and spread the teachings of our people to the entire realm. Alas, he is not. His whereabouts are as hidden to me as those of the ancient armour. I would have liked you to meet him, if only so that you could have looked upon a true warrior. Oh, perhaps you still shall. Eorzea is not as large as most people perceive. Paths cross, fates intertwine, such is the will of the spinner. It may be that my brother has chosen a path similar to mine, but I have rambled long enough. You're here to take the next step in your training, and so I shall oblige. In the southern reaches of Fanland is the Scarlet Desert, a godforsaken wasteland of naught but sand that stretches as far as the eye can see. It is here that the Leviathan of the Dunes lurks, a sandworm of gargantuan proportions. When facing this mammoth creature, you will soon realise that the feeble hacks and slashes of your puny axe were ill-suited to the task of felling such a foe. But do not let this dissuade you. Wake the slumbering beast within, and summon forth a strength that transcends the limits of your physical form. Mind you, first you'll have to find the beast, and that might prove a tool in itself. The Yu tribe that inhabits Forgotten Springs is wise to the movements of the denizens of the desert. Should you want for guidance, I'd wager they could set you in the right direction. Great, the Yu tribe again. Well, let's head there then. So, big worm. The Leviathan of the Dunes saw the fearsome bugger not a week ago, preying on a group of merchants south of Byrago's strike. The smart ones dropped their wares, turned tail and ran. The dumb ones, well, at least they can say they died rich. Okay. I have seen the beast, stands 3 miles high, he does, stirs up sandstorms with each writhe and wriggle. Showed up in my hunting field some years ago, and has been swallowing up my would-be prey and gaping more of his ever since. Okay. Vague idea where he might be then. Sandworms are particularly sensitive to vibrations in the earth, such as those made by running. If you're looking to summon one of these beasts, I suggest you search for their tracks, then run about making as much of a clamour as possible. I would also suggest a cure for your madness. No cure for my madness, mate. The only cure is more madness. Anyway, I think I have a rough idea of where he is. Let's head that way now. Busy out here today. Didn't really expect that in the desert, but here we are. I guess Curious Gorge is not that bad of a guy, considering he was in the company of heroes at one point. So that's something. They've not all been completely unreasonable, crazy people. Oh, there you are. Come on. Yeah, it's not too bad. Large, but mostly useless. Okay then, let's head back to Costa del Sol, I suppose. That's quicker than I was expecting. Back on the lonely road. So much running around today. As zest, your crystal grows ever stronger. In felling the raging sandworm, the beast within you slowly but surely rouses to wakefulness. When next you do battle, methinks you will find yourself capable of movements heretofore unfamiliar to you. When you have mastered your new talents, return to me. In the meantime, I will continue my study of the ancient texts. Okay, a new technique learned. Well, I'm sure it'll be useful. Anyway, let us get ourselves to Camp Bronze Lake and meet this other member of the company of heroes. Okay, that's one of the spots. Excuse me. Okay, here's another spot to do some whistling. And the last one is out here maybe? Maybe up. Okay, Do. Let's make this a bit quicker. Aha. Okay, now let's go to the meeting spot. Maybe they're being a tad too careful, but I suppose it's not necessarily a bad thing. Looks like our man is already here. Rio, I assume. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one Captain said we couldn't call in? No, I thought so. Pay attention now, because I ain't explaining myself twice. I will. Don't worry about it. Rio was waiting for you to give him your undivided attention. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman's aetheryte, see? What's that look for? Not familiar with him? Not really. He speaks of an unamplified aetheryte which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there's no fundamental difference between such aetherites and those which you've used on countless occasions, Zest. Ah, well, if it ain't Charlayan, lass. Welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I had planned to await your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Oganamora form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I've long pondered. Huh, give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. Kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step, the next thing you know, you got 100 tons of rock in your noggin. Still decided to even try, see? Funny thing was, kobolds don't seem to have no trouble finding their way around. And it was that got us thinking. I mean, Ogamoro mines are like a bleeding city, aren't they? And getting around a city that big would be a right pain in the arse if it didn't have an Aethernet, wouldn't it? So it stood to reason the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there were aetheryte shards in the depths of Ogamora, you would have needed to attune yourself to them before you could identify their signatures within the life stream. Ah, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlayan bloke to help us, see? Deliver us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. I don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing any Charlayan scholar worth her salt couldn't manage. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the aetherites in question happen to be... Ah, yes, but in order to guide a traveller to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain till I try. Plainly, all will depend on whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at the aetheryte? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not what you can't handle, mind. Sure, let's go. At least we don't have to go around collecting bloody, I don't know, sandwiches or freaking flowers for this guy. I appreciate that at least. Straight to the point. That is what I prefer. Yeah. Let's try and get there unhindered, shall we? Doesn't look like it's too far up. Okay. Examine the beastman. Right. Have a look at this. So, this is the Aephorite the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan Sanctuary. It is as Papalimo speculated. In its present state, this Aephorite signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you have to proceed without me, Zest. I must needs remain here and supplement this beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Don't worry about it, I can probably do just fine. Fear not, I will summon the Maltian forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible I may be able to stabilize the Aephorite signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you'll be on your own. Okay? Now, let us see if I am worth my salt. Let's see indeed. I have located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you will find there, so stint not in your preparation. Okay. Let us deal with Titan. Okay, preparations complete.
Look, an overdweller. Yes, an invader from above. He uses our Aephorites against us. He has defiled Titan Sanctuary. Trespassed, violated, defiled. Overdwellers must leave. Overdwellers must fly. Brothers and sisters, fear him not. His fate will be decided by the Lord of Crags. Hear me, Overdweller. You and your treacherous brethren must be held to account by the breaking of the Covenant. You shall be the first to face judgment. The nymphs of the Mincer and her oathbreakers, liars, betrayers, oathbreakers. O great father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. O great father, Lord of Crags, Titan, we summon you. Titan, we summon you. He has come, the Lord of Crags, Titan is come.
Overdweller, art thou deaf to their weeping? Thy vile kind coveteth ever the blessing of the land and murdereth my children by the score, all in service to greed. Such sins are beyond pardon. But I am not the first to suffer thy defiance. Thou didst bring Ifrit low.
Yep, and I'm about to do it to you as well.
Godless Overdweller, thy myriad heresies shall not go unpunished. Upon thee shall I wreak a terrible vengeance.
Bring it on, big and ugly.
Son of man, murderers of my children. I shall grind thee beneath my heel, mortal.
I'm not too worried.
For thee my hatred is unending, unyielding.
Sorry.
Tremble before the might of the earth. To the last I grapple with thee.
Sorry, my friend. The Lord of Cracks, great Father Titan, has fallen. Yeah. Well. What's this? Another crystal. Interesting. And that makes 4 of 6. The crimes of the Overdwellers shall never be forgiven, never be forgotten. No, no, never. It was your kin who broke the covenant. We have acted only in defense of our lands. Can't disagree with you there, mate, but sorry, we can't have primals running around. They do a lot more damage than you think they do. Cease your aggression, or never will there be peace. Until our dying breaths we shall defy you. Deny, decry, defy. I wish there was an easier way. Now these are the readings one would expect of an icon. I've seen enough. We proceed as planned.
Are you sure that is wise, my lord? Your curiosity is untested and unproven. We do not yet know its true capabilities.
Entrusting mine, retired in my curiosity, as you so elegantly put it, would have bested Titan in the blink of an eye. Why, if there were be truth to the legends, it could readily subjugate the whole of Eorzea, given it a little while longer. Is that not so?
It is.
No greater single power has ever been conceived, much less realized.
What you say may well be true, but while such devices may win battles, I do not believe they will serve to change the course of this war.
Oh, but they will. Have a little faith, my friend.
I cannot endorse this course of action.
Fool. And now he has a fourth. Fascinating. Carry on, Crystal Bearer. Farther you have come, your work is far from done. And naught remains to mark his passing. Well, yes, and Asians are nothing if not elusive. It's a little wonder they should cast advanced teleportation magics at will. That they would choose to consult with the Empire. What common goal could they possibly share? I feared I might arrive too late, but I see you had the matter well in hand. I have taken measures to ensure that we were not pursued, yet I cannot say how long they will hold. Take your leave while the kobolds are still in disarray. I will follow anon. There is something I must investigate before I depart. I will just be careful. I will teleport you to the Aephorite in Zelma's Run. We will rendezvous at Camp Bronze Lake, agreed? Sure. Let's get out of here then. Let's teleport ourselves back to Bronze Lake and catch up with Stola. Oh, there she is. I'm relieved to see you well, but come, let's discuss our next step. Stola is keen to discuss your next task. The world will have already reached Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires that the representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honour is rightfully yours, Zest. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Okay. Let us head back to Limsa. Okay, Commander Riki, consider Titan dealt with for now. It was good to see you, Sergeant Flowsaber. Word of your triumph reached me somewhat a while ago, but I am pleased to have it personally confirmed. First of it, now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. Suffice it to say, we are glad to have Scion in our ranks. Oh, glad to hear that. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the 7th Dawn. Until next time, Sergeant. I don't really need the applause, but thank you. Hello? First, this has been Philia. Stola has informed me of your success. You have won a great victory for the peoples of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Stola emerged from Ogamoro unscathed. Why, Tatara and the others seemed as glad as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Okay. Well, I suppose I can return to the Waking Sands shortly.